Welcome into the second game of the FR6 season. We have the Eagles and Harvest getting ready to go head to head. We've got everyone in the game now, so we are going to get into the maps for today. The maps we're going to be playing today, we have map 1 is Oregon. We have our first Fortress play. Fortress is one of the maps that is only really included in FR6. You don't see it in many other leagues, but that is going to be the second map we play today. For map 3, it is going to be Outback. Starting with the Eagles lineup today, they come into this game with Yodi, Bless, Pork, Veridux, and their captain Justin. And then for the Harvest, they're going to be led in by their captain Perko, and they will be actually, hold on, it hasn't updated the proper picture here, but let me update that real fast. There we go. All right, there's their so they'll be led in by Perko. Their team will be Exami, Panda, Jam, and Abdullah. A few announcements before we get into today's game. Yesterday, I did announce that the Charge had disbanded, but in one day we were able to find a captain and players for the team, so the Charge will be back this season. And so that means this is the new full schedule for Week 1. So without further ado, we're going to get into Game 1, and it is time to begin the second game of the FR6 season. First game is going to be on Oregon, the Eagles starting off on defense. Map bands coming in now, or operator bands that is. We're going to be seeing who the Eagles target first of all. Yesterday we had our first game of the FR6 season. The Bulls took down the Tigers in a 3-map series. It was a very defender heavy. It was very defender heavy yesterday. Knock going out first overall. Today there was actually some patch notes from Rainbow Six. They are going to be nerfing Knock pretty severely. While her ability will start to last longer after this new patch, she will also lose her access to Silent Step. That's a huge deal when it comes to her being able to move around the map without being detected. Jackal going out as the first ban for the Harvest. But yeah, yesterday's game, a very good one. It was very defender heavy. The Bulls started off on defense first in the first game, and they ended up sweeping across the board that first game. They swept all 3 defensive rounds and then won that first attack round. And then the Tigers started on defense in Game 2 as Fenrir gets banned for the Harvest. Tigers started on defense in Game 2, and they ended up sweeping as well. But then we went down to Coastline for the third game, and it was a little bit closer. It ended in a 4-1 victory, but the Bulls did end up taking it after some connection issues. Capcan has now been banned for the Eagles. And here we go, getting into round 1. Two very talented teams getting ready to go head-to-head here. We do wonder if the Eagles are going to be following yesterday's trends and winning and sweeping it out after starting on defense. Going to be starting in kids' dormitories with the Mute, Solus, Kaid, Rook, and Goyo play. And then on attack for now, we have Yang, Flores, Ash, Finka, and Maverick, but we'll see how that changes after the drone phase. So here we go, beginning upstairs. We have we have that Rook armor coming out. Rook, with his huge buff a few seasons ago, has made him a very, very useful pick. Going to see if Solus is going to be able to take out several of those drones in the early prep phase here. Already got 2 off the board, so that's a good bit of intel taken out there for the Harvest. Not a whole lot of intel operators as far as the defenders are concerned. No cam ops coming out. Solus probably the closest they have with some gadget intel, but outside of that, not going to be able to get a whole lot as far as cameras.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so first off we have Perko, the captain of the Harvest, leading them in with the diffuser. He's starting off with a thermite play to get it going. And we will see if we have as close of a game as we had yesterday. It was a great start to the FR6 season, and many more games to come, especially on Saturday. We have 3 games coming up this Saturday, so make sure to be there. One game tomorrow is going to be the Charge's first game. And here we go. Already getting into bedroom. I'm going to be joining that out. Nobody holding bedroom currently. We also have a bit of a garage push coming in. The Thatcher going out. No Thatcher ban coming in early in this game. Here comes the Kaid over to try and take out the thermite breach, but it was too late as they get the wall open. Now Kaid peeking around this corner. Perko gonna try to potentially swing onto him. A shot came out there from Kaid. Fires a flashbang in. Did he get the Kaid on the flash? He did not. Kaid gets around the corner. Might have still gotten flashed, but it did not end up affecting him. Viridux taking some shots now. And then Pork Knuckle takes out bullets for breakfast. Panda now pushing up into this closet. Pre-firing that corner. Nobody there. Kaid peeking around the corner. Misses a near shot onto Panda. Pre-firing behind the couch, nobody there. Gonna take some shots now, though. And Minu gonna take out Pork. Stars falls as well. That was Playboy Yardy on that one. Yodi takes down the Captain Perko, and then he also gets the double kill onto Minu. But then Playboy Yardy with the refrag onto Yodi. It's a 2v1 now, and the defenders take round one. The Eagles, led by their captain Justin, taking out Playboy Yardy to end that. So the defending Eagles take round one. And now we have a Smoke Azami Kaid Clash and Valk play for Laundry. Going to get some intel this time around with that Valk play. The Clash likely going to hold in bunker, making that a very hard push. Although they switch it up to Goyo, so not having any of that intel on this basement site. Oh, back to Valkyrie. I think Valkyrie is definitely the better play for basement. There's several places you can set up her cams that become very, very useful.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Alright, got a bit of a basement defense going on here. Some destruction already coming in for Pork Knuckle playing Smoke. Smoke, another great player for this basement site. And without the deployable shield, he doesn't have quite as much versatility as he used to. But he still is a great play, able to defend bunk very well. And especially with that Jaeger there, going to be playing around the corner. Getting the hatches reinforced as well. This is a very hunkered down site. It's a very tight, close range site, so it is having operators like Clash and Smoke definitely make this one that allows the defenders to stretch out those fights to make them not as close range. Do have a deployable cam as well for the Jaeger, so a lot more intel than we saw last game. Kaid claws going out onto the hatches. And a lot of so we'll have most of them spawning into construction, including Playboy Yardy, who will be carrying in the diffuser, playing Flores this round. We have a Buck, Osa, Flores, Ash, and Nomad to start this game off. Clash already holding that door. They take down the deployable early on, so that's going to get out of there very quick. A very good play to start it off. Some shots going on to Stars from Playboy Yardy. Osa now pushing up to this door. Taking some early damage, though, from the Clash. And that does knock her shield back a little bit. Now Minu going to be peeking that Clash. A very dangerous peek. Shoots out the rest of the barricade. The Jaeger takes out the Nomad charge. The Jaeger peeks the wall. Get the star. That was Stars taking a few tags from Minu. Jaeger possibly attempting to peek again. Big Boy Panda taking some shots now. And then Bullets for Breakfast gets taken down by Justin. Some more shots coming in onto Big Boy Panda. Minu takes down Stars. So now it's a 4v4. The smoke coming out now. And Perko getting downed over on the basement stairs by Yodi. So now a 3v4. The Clash has pushed outdoors, and Pork takes down Minu, and they have really just pushed them off of that bunker push. They're gonna have to push from somewhere else, attempting to drone out the back stairs. Panda pushing up with the Osa shield. Pre-fires the corner, nobody there. Now Panda heading over to potentially push from Meeting Hall. Not a ton of time, however. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. They do have the barricade on those main stairs, so that's going to go down. If they take that down, that's going to alert them, so they do decide to go for a freezer push. Only 55 seconds remaining. Decide to drone it out. Taking a lot of time here. There is someone holding that. That is going to be Yodi. Play by Yardi, already firing some shots in. Takes out the barricade. Definitely aware of the positioning now. Pushes up, and Veridux taking some shots now from Panda. Panda has pushed back around to those back stairs. Nitro Cell going out. Nothing going down, though. Big boy Panda taken down, so it's just going to be Playboy Yardi. Pushes up, gets a few tags in. Going pistol now to try to get that last couple shots onto the smoke. And he re-peaks him with the shotgun. The Eagles taking 2 straight rounds. So the majority of the Harvest team is an EU team, so the second game of this 3-game set will be played on EU servers to help even out ping. But for this first one, it is on NA East servers, and then that will also be where the third game will be played if necessary. We're going to be going for a kitchen and dining hall defense to start off round number 2. Azami, Castle, Frost, Goyo, and Jaeger going to be the plays for the defense. Can the Eagles take a sweep of the defensive side?
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Harvest locate the bomb site. Kitchen, a very difficult site to defend. A lot of different ways that they can attack it. However, the attack has not been super strong from the Harvest just yet, so they will need to have a change of pace if they want to stay in this game. Looks like the Castle going to be extending sight into the bathroom, which is a very nice thing to have, having that extension of sight, being able to just have more area to hold. Starting it off with Big Boy Panda, who is going to be coming in as the Thermite with the diffuser. We also have a Sledge, Buck, Thatcher, and a Gridlock play. Everyone pushing from the street. Moved into garage now, led by the Sledge. I'm going to go ahead and drone this out. Minu going to be pushing from upstairs and droning that out. A lot of drones going out for the attacking team. Perko has now pushed up and will be attempting to go upstairs and play some vertical game with Minu. Panda now has pushed up into the meeting hall, hopefully going to try to be getting this wall out. Takes down the mute charges and now is breaching. Thermite gets the wall open. Porkknuckle taking a little bit of damage there, but takes down Minu. Some shots going in from Bullets for Breakfast as he is fighting off Yodi over outside the meeting hall. Some shots coming in from that rotate hole. Panda now also pushing up on this angle. Perko taking some shots now as he's attempting to fight them off from white stairs. Panda now peeking the site again. Throwing down some smokes. Potentially could see a plant already. A very fast plant. The diffuser going down. And now pushing up. And that is a knife kill for Veridux. The diffuser down in sight, a very hard reclaim, and now Perko gets taken down by Justin. Justin, another kill as he takes down Bullets for Breakfast, gets a few shots taken from the Buck over in Garage as Playboy Yardi, the final remaining player for the Harvest. 55 seconds remaining and no diffuser for the Harvest. Yardy, one of their NA players, so ping not going to be an issue, although he is going to need to peek up if he wants to make a play before time expires. Elects to run outside, potentially going to be trying to go from an above play, but decides to go through the main lobby instead. Not a whole lot of time here. This is likely going to be their downfall unless the Eagles somehow choke this. I don't see the Harvest pulling this one through. Shots coming in from the Azami. Sees her around the corner. Takes a few shots. The Jaeger pushes up. Impact goes out. And he elects to back off. Potentially getting some shots on the castle. Takes down the castle. 5 seconds remaining. And Veridux gets the last kill. So the Eagles sweep the defensive rounds. And now it will be the Harvest flipping to defense. The Harvest will be defending in the next game along with being on EU servers, so we'll give them a solid advantage. But then we will go back to the NA servers for the final game. Taking the time to look at the leaderboard right now. Justin is leading the Eagles currently with 5 kills and only 1 death. And then we look at the Harvest. Playboy Yardy with going 4 and 3 at the moment. Minu 2 and 3. And overall has been a very well played game so far for the Eagles. However, that ping has definitely played a factor. I mean, you look at the Harvest, and they are running on with 4 of their 5 players on 90 or more ping, with bullets for breakfast sitting at 265. Gonna have that Bandit defending, likely Bandit tricking Attic, or potentially moving back to Bandit trick the bedroom push.
5 seconds remaining.
And here we go. The final countdown is on. Pork Knuckle going to be coming in with the diffuser as ace. A large amount of them deciding to push, probably bedroom it seems. Got the Monty played by Veridux as he will be leading their team in. Stars now going to make his way up onto the roof. Fails the parkour there. Is going to elect to go for the rappel now. Yodi breaching into... Yodi's going to be breaching into the preschool down below. And now the wall already getting open, although Veridux does take some recoil from the Ella mine. Stars now peeking this, trying to get some quick peeks off into Games Room. Pork Knuckle now watching this. Yodi also firing some shots in. Veridux pushing up, and now Solo with this Ella gets the shield kill. Ella just lost a 1v1 to the Monty. That's a very unfortunate one to lose. Now the deployable going down with that Gone 6. Veridux pushing up as the Monty. Shots coming in from Playboy Yardy. Yardy getting some damage taken. Gonna left to rotate back through basement. Big Boy Panda peeking around this corner now. And gets killed in that corner by the push into Games. Now down to just Playboy Yardy and bullets for breakfast. Bullets now waiting over in the bunks. Monty now giving out the comms of where he is, and then Yodi takes down Playboy Yardy as the final kill. Theory also getting the kill on the bullets for breakfast, and it's a clean sweep for the Eagles in Game 1. Taking one more look at the leaderboard there. A great game for Justin. He went 8-1-1. Playboy Yardy the best on the Harvest with 4 kills. And a very unfortunate game for the Harvest as the Eagles sweep it in game 1. Alright, and so we will now be getting people ready to go for this next game. And it will be on EU servers this time around. Now going in for game 2. This is our first Fortress game of the season. Fortress is a map that is not in typical. Looks like we have the wrong servers. So I guess we're going to need to... Yeah, it looks like we might have to restart. Yeah, we're gonna have to restart. The wrong EU servers went in for some reason, so we are going to just restart this real fast. So it looks like Siege is having some matchmaking issues. It's not allowing us to put it on EU servers, unfortunately. So we are just going to have to continue to play on US. It's going to put Harvest at a bit of a disadvantage. But for some reason, Siege is not allowing connection to EU central servers through at least these custom games. I'm not sure why, but that's the issue that we're having right now. So we're just going to end up having to play this through the US servers. Monty coming out as the first ban for Harvest. The Eagles did have a few Monty plays last game, so that's definitely a target ban to help eliminate that. Flores going out as well. Another one that is directed at that one directed at the Harvest this time because that was a common play of theirs. And Ella as well. That Ella definitely played a large role on Oregon. So yeah, here we go. The first match of Fortress that we've had for FR6 this season. Will be very interesting. It is not a very commonly played map. But one of the best things about having one map in the map pool that is not a commonly played one is if the right team takes it and basically practices it in their free time a bunch. Not all the other teams are going to do that, so they're going to know the map a lot better than the other teams, and they're going to be able to capitalize on that. So Bedroom Commander's Office going to be the first site defended for the Harvest. Got a Fenrir, Thunderbird, Wamai, Legion, and then that final operator still yet to be picked at this point. Bandit going in as that final pick for the Harvest. So here we go. It'll definitely be interesting to see how they decide to defend Fortress. Not a common map, but here we are, the first site upstairs in Bedroom. This is a very interesting site just due to the shape of the meeting office. It's just, you know, an octagonal room with several openings into it. It's a very strange site to hold. I will say though, Fortress definitely the most balanced out of all of the non-ranked maps, and it's always just I put this when I decided to put this in the map pool. It was just because it allows for just having a map out that people can, if the right team decides to practice it enough, they will get the call outs they need for it. And then the other teams aren't going to have that. That's going to put them at a disadvantage. So if the right team knows this map, they will be able to do good things with it.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
So here we go. Pork going to be carrying in the diffuser to start it off. Veriduk's going to elect to play Blitz rather than Monty this time. Monty banned during the ban phase there, and we had a slight run out attempt potentially for Playboy Yardy playing that Solus. Elects to go back to site though, so now they're gonna elect to go for a push from the roof downstairs with Veridux leading that push. They've now made it into Old Tower and they're pushing up into Games Room. Blitz going ahead and being sort of a human drone and clearing out all these rooms, just sprinting full speed. Some shots coming in there from the end of the hall. Looked like Panda holding that. Yodi gonna be peeking this Legion, but he unscopes at the time that the Legion peeks Perko with an early kill onto Yodi. Oh, some shots go out onto the Bandit there. The impact goes down and takes him out. Perko downs Veridux and is now going to try to see if he can get that kill off. Gets back into sight. And they are not going to elect to go for the finish. So looks like Veridux is potentially going to be able to get back up if they can get to him. Crawling over to his teammate. Was able to get safe. However, Playboy Yardy takes down Pork Knuckle, so that is going to lose them the diffuser. Now Theory gets a kill onto Bullets for Breakfast. And some shots going in on the Panda. Panda takes a lot of damage. Theory now peeking this corner. Going to be held by... Looked like that was Minu who pushed past the window just barely quick enough. Another Kona station going down. Veridux back up now as the Blitz. And now pushing up, going to try to attack from this wall here. Theory goes down now. Big boy Panda holding an angle onto him. Some pistol shots going out. And Veridux takes down Perko. Stars taking down Playboy. You're already a 2v2 now. Going to be Minu holding that corner there. Or it looks like Big Boy Panda going to be holding it. And now some shots going in. He takes out Stars. It's just Veridux remaining, who's probably going to run into this site and try to make something happen with the flashes. Going to be hard to do, and they are going to hold him off. The Fenrir gadget on the door. And that's going to be all for round 1. The Harvest defends successfully. Despite the pings, still able to take the win in round 1. And now we go into round 2 with a 1-0 Harvest lead. Going to be going to dormitory and briefing room for this next match. Warden, Thunderbird, Oryx, and Jaeger so far. Now switched to a Bandit. And a Frost coming in as well. The Blitz was able to get a lot of basically human droning done, but all that down that he took from Perko ended up being a very, very unfortunate play because they had to try to get back over and revive him, and that took a lot of time out of their attack. So here we go, on to the next site. This is a very large site. It is a very large site, meeting hall next to, and then of course it's a split site, so having that rotate hole into meeting hall is a very, very crucial thing. We're going to see if they set that up.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Games room, a very common attack spot onto this site. So going to see what they do to defend that. So far for the attacking Eagles at the moment, we have Theory running the gridlock play. We also have a Zoff, Blitz, an IQ switch, and a Lion so far. Some more of those Kona stations going out. Those Kona stations very helpful. With that ping delay, you are going to take some damage likely in some gunfights. So being able to run back to those Kona stations and get a full heal is very, very helpful.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Getting that rotate now into meeting hall, and it's going to be Theory carrying in the diffuser for them. Veridux pushing back up with the Blitz again, with the Blitz again. Having the shield option has been something they've been able to do a lot with. He's gonna push up and do his human droning again. He's moving up the stairs. A very hard angle to see with the Blitz. But nothing so far. He's able to push around this corner. Someone waiting behind the corner for him. Do they see him? They do, and they're going to get the kill from behind. The refrag, however, from Yodi. But that takes down their Blitz. A big-time kill.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
And now Perko takes down Theory. Yodi peeking around this corner, seeing if he can get any shots off onto anyone holding that hallway. Nobody going to be there right now. Pushing through central stairs, and he's going to get a nice kill onto Panda. It's now a 2v3. Minu goes down. Bullets for breakfast, the final remaining player for the Harvest. Takes his eye off that door for a second. A very dangerous push there. Now going to be pushing around this hallway through Shishisha Lounge. Gets one on the drone! Able to tag the Lion a little bit. The flash going out. The Lion scan as well. They run through and actually grab the opposing Kona stations. That's going to help them out. And now Pork going for the plant. Diffuser is down. And now Bullets has to get back in and reclaim this site. Doesn't see the lion pushing up. And he's not able to take him out. The Eagles win the attacking round. A 1-1 tie now as Pork takes down Bullets for Breakfast to finish off round 1. So now looking to go from Hammam and Sitting Room on the first floor. This is a map with a lot of floors, so honestly defending a first floor site can actually work in your favor, because if people decide to push from the roof, they got to push through a lot of flights of stairs, and it does take up a lot of their time. Fenrir, Warden, Thunderbird, Wamai, and Capcan, the defensive plays for the Harvest. So here we go, getting round number 3 underway. One thing about this site in particular is there's a big old roof that goes through here, which can potentially be a C4 spot for if there is anyone playing on the roof. Warden and Capcan both brought C4s for the Harvest, and so that could be a potential spot that they elect to C4. Those Capcan traps going out, which could be a very useful play on this map, with it not being a very well-known map. That could play to the Harvest's favor.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
So it's going to be Theory taking in the diffuser for the Eagles as they round this corner here. Pushing through Garden, takes out the default cam. And this site also does have a direct window into sight. And now Veridux taking some shots here. A C4 going out, and that was the Capcan C4. Now Theory takes some shots, but downs Perko. Bullets for Breakfast is also taking a good bit of damage. Yodi pushes up into the site. Bullets for Breakfast gets taken down by Veridux. And then the double kill from Theory as he takes out Minu and Perko. They've pushed up into sight now. Theory with a triple kill as he takes down Big Boy Panda. It's just Playboy Yardy left over. And it's a 1v5 situation. A very, very hard one to clutch for sure. The Blitz coming through, and he is one-on-one with a Blitz. One of the worst positions you can be in. And it's a flawless round for the Eagles. They take a 2-1 lead now. And now it is up to the Harvest to come back. They have they've lost 2 of their defensive rounds. A very unfortunate thing to have happen. Bedroom and Commander's office is where the Eagles will elect to start off. Got a Rook and Smoke so far for the Eagles on defense. It has definitely been a closer game this game, but it is also just a site that not many of these people know. Legion, Azami, Capcan, Smoke, and Mute looking like the final setup for the Eagles. So now here we go, getting into round number 2, or round number 4. This is round number 1 of the defense. They do elect to go first floor. They're going to be holding Kitchen, which in my opinion is one of the better sites for this map. Definitely easier to hold. Not a ton of entry points into the site. Looking above as well, there's also not a lot of soft flooring. They do have one hatch and a bit of soft flooring over in bedroom, and a little bit that goes into meeting room, but that is about it. So not a whole lot of potential for vertical play. There are a lot of potential hard breach points, but that also just does not factor in very much if they do not know the map all that well and do not know where they're planning to breach from. And there aren't any true hard breachers on the attack. Only Minu, the 0 with the hard breach charges, has access to that. Yardy going to be taking in the diffuser as Ayana. Bullets for breakfast shooting into that window a little bit. And now Minu going to be looking to drop onto these stairs. Perko gives him the all clear as they push onto the stairs. And into the courtyard tower. Yodi takes out Big Boy Panda. A 5v4 now. Minu jumps down and he's pushing into courtyard. Attempting to meet up with Perko, who's shooting out this barricade now. Sees the Azami barrier and elects to back down. The Jackal getting some pings onto some of the enemy players. Jackal, a very difficult player to defend against, not one that you can really counter in any way. Hard breach charge going out for Perko. Continues to hold this door, but the Azami does have a solid angle onto him. Gets a shot in there. Playboy taking some damage now as he pushes up into Infirmary, but gets the shots onto Theory, taking him down. Shoots out the Kapkan traps. Takes a Legion mine, able to get it out, however. Perko sending in some breach charges. And now the kill onto Perko by Stars. That Azami barrier angle able to give him access to that kill. And now Minu goes down to Yodi. Playboy now pushed up. They don't seem to notice, but the Kapkan peeks him last second. Bullets for breakfast, the last remaining hope, and the Eagles take a 3-1 lead as Veridux takes him out. Taking a look at the scoreboard at the end of that game, Veridux leads the Eagles now 6-1 through this game. Nobody on the Harvest has had a positive KD this game. And that has been definitely their downfall, not able to get a lot of kills, ending in a very unfortunate numbers games at the end of each round. So now the Eagles trying to close it off as they go in with Mute, Warden, Thunderbird, and Doc. We'll see what Theory ends up playing. Stars does decide to switch back to the Azami, which worked out so well for him in that previous round. Smoke coming out for Pork Knuckle, and Fenrir going to be Theory's play.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So here we go as they elect to defend bedroom upstairs. They get the rotate hole through into meeting. And now if the Eagles can hang on for one more game here, they will take the first game of the season and start off 1-0.
Bomb located by attackers.
Going to get an Azami barrier into the hallway there. That's going to be a very interesting angle to hold, and with that being a very long hallway, that definitely gives the peak advantage to Stars. Very solid place for an Azami barrier. That's likely where he will be holding this round. Able to get one drone into sight, it looks like, with Perko's drone being through the breach. So that's going to get them a little bit of intel going into this round. And we'll start it off looking at Minu. They all seem to be pushing from Garden. Not a whole lot of hard breach options here, as they are going to elect for a rooftop downward push. And they are going to need to win this attacking round to hang on and keep this game alive. So now Panda has pushed up into the building, electing to just swing around this hallway here. Playboy Yardy has dropped down with him now. See Perko moving up through central stairs hall and gets taken out by the Doc. Seem to be looking for cams. And now it's going to be Bullets for breakfast, potentially attempting to get a refrag here if he can. Minu pushing into lobby, and Bullets for breakfast gets taken down by Yodi as well. So here comes Playboy Yardy, droning out the site. Going to get pushed up on slightly by this Doc. And the Doc just wiping everyone. Yodi, another kill in this hallway. This hallway has been lining up Harvest. And now it's down to Minu and Playboy Yardy to keep this game alive. And now Minu able to finally get that refrag onto Yodi and get some control of the hallway. However, pushing up onto that door now is going to be the... it looks like it's going to be Theory. Activates the Dreadnought and then peeks around the corner and gets the shots off first. Playboy Yardy, the final remaining player. And he has a 1v4 situation. A very unfortunate spot for him and the Harvest. 45 seconds, no diffuser. Has to try to keep this alive for his teammates. Misses some shots onto Veridux. Veridux peeks back out and not able to land any shots on him. A few shots going in onto Veridux. Veridux pushing up. The full team elected to try to get some shots. And Stars is going to finish it off for the Eagles. The Eagles take the first 2 maps in a row and take the first game of the season. Yodi goes out as the MVP for the Eagles. A great game we saw today. Thank you for watching, everyone. That was another incredible game, and we will see you tomorrow for our next game. It is going to be a very good matchup. We have the I know that the Charge are playing. It is the Charge and the Freeze for tomorrow, and that game starts at 3:30 p.m.